All right, now here's a crypto that's been on my radar for a while now, Aleph Zero, or the AZERO crypto token. And I've done a deep dive on it. I really like what I see. I wanted to do some kind of a price prediction for this cryptocurrency. It is a privacy-focused, privacy-enhancing blockchain that ensures scalability, low transaction fees, and maximum security. So, in other words, another blockchain trilemma claim that they believe that they have the infrastructure to resolve the issues that have often happened with, scalability with Ethereum, security with Solana. And so I like what I'm seeing so far, especially their stats here. Time to finality, 0.9 seconds, average cost per transaction, fractions of a fraction of a penny, et cetera, et cetera. But, really, when it comes down to it, a lot of people want to know what kind of returns is this cryptocurrency going to have. And so looking at the price chart, there's a lot of positives here. Some reasons for concern. I mean, this is up pretty significantly from its bottom, a bottom of 59 cents in the summer, up to $1.90 as the day that I'm making this video. It seems like it's just in a continuous uptrend. And so where do we go from here? That's the kind of thing that I'm trying to analyze. And I will say this to start out, that this peak right here was in April of 2022. I don't really consider that a blow off top, a euphoria phase peak. If you remember April of 2022, that was Bitcoin was well on its decline, moving from $40,000 to $30,000 around that time. There was a lot of fear in the market with rumblings of Luna was collapsing around that time, but then Celsius and Voyager, that was around the time. And so I don't really consider, there wasn't euphoria. There wasn't people calling their grandpa, their grandpa calling them, their hairdresser, the mailman calling it, hey, tell me about AZERO. It was just, this was a local peak. And I do expect a peak in an upcoming euphoria phase, whenever that may be, to very much dwarf this peak. But looking at the charts right now, it's very easy to see this in regards to fibs and into certain levels where traders are going to be taking profits, and then we'll go from there. And so looking at the chart, we're making our way up to the golden pocket for a perfect retrace. And so here's the question I want to ask. Now, I don't see any reason why AZERO wouldn't at least in February or March peak at the 618 fib level here, $2.15. The real question that I have is whether or not, how hard of a rejection is it going to get at the 702 retracement? That is just such a key level for me. If I had a long right now, which I don't at the moment, but if I did have a long right now, I would have a hard stop at the 702, look for a level to reload, maybe just even the 618 in anticipation of a higher move. And so that's what's on my radar as far as short term is concerned. I believe in February, March, we'll at least get up to this level here, $2.15, but more so easily the 6.6 level or the 702. I think that it's more than 50-50 that will get up to $2.35. Now, what would cause me to have some level of pause right now is just, anytime you see a chart go like this, the green candles here, I'm waiting for some kind of a cool off. Like this right here was a perfect time to set an entry right at the 236 level. And you can see AZERO bounced perfectly, saw a perfect bounce off of the 236, and then another move came much higher. And if you look at the stochastic RSI, if you were to look at the MACD, that supported, we were just kind of way too hot at the moment. In the moment, we needed a cool off. Stochastic RSI bottomed out, MACD bottomed out, and then boom, we're off to the races again. And so right now we're entering back into this zone right here where things may get a little too hot. Now, looking at stochastic I historically with this crypto, especially over the last month or so, I'm seeing an entry here that it may take a decent amount of time in this overbought territory. And so this could mean a move up very soon to the golden pocket here. That may be within a few days, especially if Bitcoin continues the rise that it's had over the last few days here. But, here's my strategy as far as the short term is concerned. I'm either setting a limit order. No, I'm doing both at the same time, actually. I'm setting a limit order at the 382 level to buy, or I'm setting a sell order somewhere in the golden pocket for a short-term scalp. I don't think that that's going to be the local peak, but somewhere in here for a short-term scalp, I'll open a short in anticipation of a move probably around this $1.89.5 level, $1.86 or so. But as far as I'm concerned, what I'm looking for in 2023 is a new all-time high for this cryptocurrency. And again, this is not a euphoria phase peak. It is a local peak. If this cryptocurrency existed before the local peak, if it existed during meme coin mania, for example, in the spring of 2021, we would have seen a much higher high for this. So here's my target for 2023 would be somewhere around $4.50, a little bit higher than that. If it gets anywhere near there, I will be aggressively taking profits. I'm not too concerned about a sharp rejection at the all-time high. I would expect maybe perhaps like a cup and handle type thing, rejection there, reload, move higher. But those are all my short-term targets and more medium-term. As far as next euphoria phase, the sky really is the limit with this one. There are some things that I would want to point out with this cryptocurrency just to keep on your radar. It's been pretty difficult to find anything in regards to the tokenomics and how inflationary the supply is. The only thing that I really could find is that you see an initial supply here of 180 million tokens and a max supply of 300 million. And so we're on our way to getting towards that max supply. According to CoinMarketCap, we have a self-reported circulating supply of 198 million. So we've seen over the span of a little more than a year a release of 18 million of the supply, so about 10% inflationary. For a new cryptocurrency, I'll take it. I'm not excited about that in general, especially for older cryptocurrencies, but that will certainly slow down over the years. And so that would not hold me back from wanting to get in anticipation of maybe even off the chart here. You can see a 4236 extension here. That would be $11. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm not saying it's going to go above that, but it is certainly within the realm of possibility that at a cycle peak, whenever that may be, that we could go beyond that $11 range. We'll see. We could go well beyond it. That's only a 5x from here. But it is on my radar. It is a cryptocurrency that I am loading up on very slowly and more so looking for trades right now. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. What has you bullish about this cryptocurrency or bearish? I'd be happy to hear any thoughts you may have. But otherwise, I will see you in another video. Peace.